Hey, welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Luca Bay, and today we're going to dive into this Marvel Rivals situation. There was a 40K tournament, $40,000. Two women, I guess, couldn't handle one of the guys telling their teammate to get off of Black Widow when she was performing pretty badly, and they basically got him kicked from the tournament, or at least I think from my knowledge, one of their boyfriends did. So let's dive into it, just because every day more information gets dropped about this. The trolling continues. You have a lot of fans of Kingsman going into CC or Zaza's chats, trolling them, on top of CC doubling down and basically making the situation a lot worse for both of them. So let me know down in the comments below what you think of the whole situation, and let's get into it.
Point proven right now. Do you understand?
Sheesh, 0-5-0, 0 kills, 5 deaths, and 0 assists. Yeah, you gotta switch off after that.
Well, you've been making me play. Both of them gonna
How
play.
do you not see the problem right now?
That's such a good point. You're so right about that. And we're still gonna play Widow.
The people, when they come in here, when they hate, they're justified in what they're saying. They're absolutely right.
Recently in the Marvel Rivals community, there has been an insane drama that has exploded into the mainstream. That being a content creator named Kingsman beefing with the rest of his team, mainly two people, over a creator tourney for $40,000. And it all boils down to him wanting to win that money a lot more than his team did. But of course, I'm gonna break down the entire situation starting from the very beginning. But who even are any of these people, in case you're
I mean, why are you playing this very competitive tournament for $40,000 if you're not trying to take it seriously in the first place?
aware?
I was kicked out from a $40,000 streamer tournament. Basim ZB is hosting a tournament called the Deadpool Creator Cup, and it's where 48 creators are all coming together in order to show Deadpool and play the new season for a cash prize of $4,000, and I was removed from it.
For the uninitiated, the person you heard right there was named Kingsman, the main person affected by the drama, who is a Marvel Rivals content creator, making things from YouTube videos to TikToks to streaming, as you saw right there. And because of the fame that he had collected from those platforms, he was asked to join this creator tourney, which you heard had a 40K prize pool for all the players. First place getting 3K, which is pretty good money for literally anybody, but especially him since he is also a college student. Unfortunately for him though, and he ended up getting drafted to a team with a Widow OTP. And for anyone that doesn't play Marvel Rivals, just know Widow is a sniping character who is very, very, very bad, and is basically the symbol of throwing in that game, because when somebody sees you picking Widow, they just assume you're not going to try anymore. And because of this, when Kingsman was actually playing with his team during
That's basically how Widowmaker was in Overwatch. A lot of times in comp, if the person switched to Widows because they were trying to throw the game because they didn't like what their team had to say about their performance.
Was suggesting that the Widow end up swapping to other characters that they would be able to play to help the team better, and yet there was some sort of conflict and backlash heavy from the team because he was trying to suggest other things for them to do.
Listen guys, it's important to have this stuff down pat before the tournament. We need to know our solid composition. What do we do?
Our solid composition is her on freaking Black Widow. Then
Bro, if that is your win con, we will automatically lose. You cannot have that as a win condition.
You have the worst mindset, bro.
Jeez, how does she make it to Diamond with that attitude, and Grandmaster too? Damn shame.
I'm telling the truth.
No, you're not, because you don't know.
I do know. Pace and point proven right now. Do you understand?
No, it's well, you've been making me play. Both of them gonna
How
play.
do you not see
Yo,
the
he's
problem
literally
right now?
18-2. He's carrying the team. He's doing the best out of everybody in this match. Yet they're not trying to hear anything he's trying to say.
Ow.
wait, first of all,
He's outperforming the entire enemy team.
Kingsman, like, shut up.
Okay, bro.
You're doing too much.
Lucy's not even on Invis. And second of all, you're getting value because
No, she shouldn't be dead.
Yes.
I'm getting value because I'm 1v6ing.
Isn't peeling for you, bro. Yes, Zaza is 0-5, but we won the point, bro. Why? Because they were hard. Like 4 people are dying here. That means four of their util, 4 of their resources are all spent on Zaza.
Yo, that's such a brain dead response to that. You think just because 4 of their people are wasting their resources on her means that she's actually being a good distraction? She should be taking their enemy teams out. If she's really taking all 4 people, like how he's 1v6ing, she should at least be pulling her weight. Don't have an extra slot in this match just as a distraction if you're that trash at the game, yet they're doubling down on defending her when he's literally carrying their team.
And the support. And we win because they're not.
And mind you, I don't get what they see if she's dying this much and there's 4 people constantly taking her out. That's not them just wasting their resources on her. They're taking her out. They see her as an easy kill. So I don't see what CC was thinking defending that type of performance in the game just because you think they're doing well. Like, no, they're wasting their time. This team knows who the trash player is, so they're taking out your Black Widow, which means you have 1 less player on the team that could help capture the point. And he's the main one on there trying to capture it, do something at least. Yet there's no accountability on their end.
They don't care about anything else.
They are.
That's not how it works.
That is how it works.
Why are you doubting her this much though? Like,
I'm not doubting her. You are misunderstanding. You're misunderstanding.
The triple's good. But
Crazy thing is too is that he's not even being like hella aggressive or like rude about it. Like he's like, whenever I'm playing trash in a comp match and somebody asks me to switch to a different character, I don't even take it as a bad thing. I dead ass just switch to the character because I'm like, okay, if this is something that could benefit the team more to get that win, or maybe like a team up ability that could help whoever is really like carrying the team get that extra boost, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Yet they're like, I don't know, they're hella prideful on like just trying to defend their girl, but I'm like, this is a tournament for $40,000. Everybody gets like what, 3 to 6K? Come on now.
Like the solo DPS Widow
It's impossible. Why not?
Just save your breath.
Because I'm not swapping over Black Widow.
Okay, then we lost the tournament. GG, go next. That's literally how it works.
Now, some people might sit here and see his approach as to asking his teammates to swap as a little bit pushy and doing way too much. Well, you have literal proof right in front of your face of them playing bad, and at no point in time during those rounds actually swapping or actually changing anything. You can't tell me you wouldn't be frustrated as well. And genuinely, Kingsman was being a lot more polite than most people probably would. If I'm practicing with my teammates and you're playing this bad, a lot worse things would have probably came out of my mouth than what Kingsman is saying. And most of the time, the whole point of practicing is so you can get adjusted to other things, into swapping, into changing around the team comp. Yet they're having so much pushback for no real reason, when he is, again, a college student trying his best to win. And yet, even when presented with that evidence of, hey, he wants to win because he's a college student, they just dismiss that and truly don't even care.
You may not want the money, but I do, okay? I really want to win. I need money for college. I need money for everything. And I
That's
wanna try
reasonable.
my hardest to get the right composition.
For real, bro, the next time you bring up this topic, I will use you, bro. It's not happening this game. Maybe we consider it again, but like, I don't think so, bro. Stop doubting on me, bro. That's all you've been doing.
Stop doubting when you're dead ass into the second round and you're literally fumbling so hard.
His Widow is so frail and so squishy, and I know this because I've gone against every Black Widow, #1 Black Widow, all of them, and you run full dive and Populo.
Everyone thinks
You
this
just
guy's
dive
a
her and you
loser.
explode her like a bug.
Oh
That's
my
just
gosh, I didn't even peep that. He said that he went against even the #1 Black Widow, and they're all pretty like not trash, but like it's a squishy character. It's not the best character to play, especially in competitive if you're this high up in a Grandmaster ranked game.
That's such a good point.
Mind you, she's the only diamond player amongst all these Grandmasters, yet they're still trying to defend her. Not saying she's like trash. I'm pretty sure people have played some games with some pretty good diamond ranked players. I can't talk because I'm below that, but like still, The fact that they're trying to defend her when there's proof in the pudding. She's not performing at her best. So I don't see why she wouldn't switch to a better DPS character that could do more, because the magic is carrying the game.
You're so right about that, and we're still gonna play Widow.
The person you just watched called
my
Kingsman a
gosh.
loser for wanting to try and win a tournament that's going to help him in college and just help him overall when it comes to his money situation is named Cece, and she is actually the team captain, who is the one that's supposed to be helping their team morale, basically making sure her team functions correctly. And yet it just seems like the only thing she's been trying to do this entire situation is hate on Kingsman because he wants to try and win as badly as possible. After all that stuff that went down where Kingsman had his concerns during the practice scrim, and basically kept going back and forth with them, he eventually ended up leaving and receiving a notice later that he was kicked because of his actions that were presented right there. And the main person that was leading that charge was Cece, with them even getting leaked DMs from her Discord of her talking bad about Kingsman after this entire situation happened. I'm pretty sure he spent all 20 years of his life inside playing video games, which is why he lacks social skills. On top of also mentioning
She's so...
on stream that he presented some evidence to the tournament organizers about Kingsman's behavior.
Bro, in a tournament like this, why wouldn't you want the no-lifer that's only, like, that spends all his time playing games to be on your team and, like, actually follow his advice? All he does is play... all he does is play this game, pretty sure he's gonna be good at it. I know there's a lot of people who spend a lot of hours in the game that could be trash, but if he's Grandmaster, was it 1 or 2? Like, either way, Grandmaster ranked in general is not easy to come by, especially in Marvel Rivals. Games like this, if they're up there, I'm not saying that like everybody that's up there deserves to be up there. I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe there's somebody who's like carried up to that rank, but the fact that if he's really like dedicated to the game this much, it makes no sense why they're just trying to follow him and why they're trying to trash talk him when he's the one doing the most to get them to win the game in general. And I get it, maybe they don't need the money as much as him, but he stated to them like he's just trying to get this money for college, especially if you ain't got a scholarship, depending on the school that you're going to, that tuition could be fucking outrageous. So the fact that they're trying to bully him and they're doubling down and talking shit about him even after everything transpired, it's fucking just stupid. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. It's just the ego.
It's just like demoralizing my whole team, bro. Like, no, the point where no one even wanted to play with him. That's kind of what it felt like, bro. Like, when Fossum asked me, he was like, "Do you think this is alright? Like, is this true? I'm gonna do this. Like, you can greenlight it." And I'm being honest, guys, I greenlit it because my team didn't, like, I had 3 people on my team that just did.
If Basim really came to you, why don't you tell me something about it? Because every time I make a suggestion, your only response to me is to tell me to shut the fuck up. Then of course we're not going to have a positive team experience. And all of a sudden,
Honestly,
20 minutes later, I'm kicked from the tournament, no warning, nothing.
I shouldn't have to explain to y'all why someone who streams video games for a living telling another person that they play video games too much to the point where they don't have social skills is some of the most idiotic logic I've ever heard in my entire life. But also, if you've seen any of the clips, even outside of the ones I just shown y'all right here, there is no lack of social skills being shown in any of these things. He's actually being pretty calm and a lot calmer than a lot of people online had admitted they would be in the same scenario. And it's just so sad that they are trying to paint this man as a villain when in all reality, he is just someone that is trying his hardest to win a tournament that it literally has a prize pool when everybody else on the team just seems like they were just playing for fun, as if there was no real money or stakes on the line.
If we run into like Snake Case's team, can you please play Bucky? Because these teams...
Bucky's a solid DPS character too.
We're playing against Snake Case's team. This is their team. The only difference is one support player, bro. We won. Shut up now, bro. Like, I'm tired of it. This is
And why do you... And why do you think you won? You won because he was on the point, killing it. Don't get me wrong, I've been Zaza in this situation where I was the trash player on the team, where I was support. I think I was playing, I think I was trying to experiment with like Loki or Mantis, and I had somebody that asked just tell me like, can I play Rocket? And once I switched to Rocket, our performance went up by like 10 times. Like, we actually killed it. I got more kills. There was more heals. Because that's the thing too. Like sometimes you just have a specific role in a match like this. You just gotta fulfill that role instead of just being there. Just running around being a distraction is not good enough, especially in a tournament for $40,000.
You're making Zaza sad. Like it's not gonna happen. She's gonna play back.
You making her sad. Ooh, why is she in this tournament in the first place? Why are you all in this tournament in the first place? He's not yelling. He's not. Because mind you, I've come across people that would straight up like cuss you out, call you all sorts of egregious shit. The fact that he's being pretty calm and collected about it, I understand his frustration because they're gaslighting the hell out of him.
Little, so just shut up for 2 seconds and just play this goddamn sprint. Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't understand how someone who's supposed to be a team captain, someone who's supposed to keep the morale up, keep the vibes up, is the same person that's talking to Kingsman like this when he is just trying to make suggestions. And honestly, after a while, with him literally having proof in that game of Zaza Stack, who is the Widow, going 0-5 and still not having them swap, it just feels like you are bashing your head against the wall with a bunch of people who don't want it as bad as you. And for them to again turn around the main person who's supposed to be leading this team, that being CC, the captain, to go behind your back and have things like this being said in Discord, or even say certain things like this on your stream, it makes no real sense. It makes me question if she lacks social skills, because I don't understand how someone talks to a person like this, says things in Discord messages like this, and then expects them to not be upset or expects them to not be hurt after they were just trying their hardest to improve their team to try and win some cash. What sucks is it seemed like no one was on Kingsman's side initially, because even the tournament organizer, when he went on his stream initially, was basically berating Kingsman and saying that he deserved to get kicked from the tournament.
All right, if there's anything about the tournament, if there's anything regarding any sort of decisions, if there's anything regarding anything, put it on me. This is on me, all right? It's my decision. This is my tournament. Kingsman was kicked out of the tournament, not by anybody else, not by any prod member, not by anybody else, all right? The reason for that is because he violated the rules that are completely written perfectly in the Discord. And there's a zero tolerance policy. He wants to play and he wants to win, and he wants a lot of people to switch to different team comps. I understand he wants to win. I get it. You cannot avoid the fact it was very toxic.
I already showed you why.
Bro, this fucking clown, like, you say you reviewed the footage and all the proof and saying all like he was the one being toxic, yet nothing he was saying was really toxic. What did he say that was actually toxic? His teammates were the ones who were saying out of pocket stuff most of the time. He could have literally gone like below the belt and like really insulted Zaza for her performance. He was just saying like friendly suggestions. The fact that, I don't know, maybe he's just a simp. Not trying to talk too much shit, but like maybe he's just a simp where like he was just trying to cater to the females and like keep them in there. I don't know, maybe he thought they were gonna bring in more views, but this is the dead ass. Like, why put this much money up for a tournament like this? You know they're gonna have people that take it seriously in the first place. So why is he trying to double down and be like, oh, this is my decision? He's literally playing crowd control. He's trying to save their ass when all of them had a role to play. Zaza, CC, and this bozo running the tournament.
A bunch of people are upset at not only the Widow, but also CC, the team captain. A bunch more people need to be pointing the finger at the tournament organizer, that being the person I just showed you, Bosm, because that was his initial response to everything that happened with the Kingsman drama, where he literally only gained sources from one party. At no point in time I actually talked to Kingsman, no point in time I had a conversation with everybody in like a Discord, just got sent clips and initially made that decision off of those things alone. And
what
now
an
that
idiot.
all this stuff has come out, Kingsman's video has come out, more people have replied with even more evidence, screenshots from Discord. His entire tune has switched completely. It's basically a full 180 with him now even accepting all the hate that he's gonna get because he did it wrong and he himself is even aware of it.
The people, when they come in here, when they hate, they're justified in what they're saying. They're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. 100%. No question about it. Like, there's no beating around the bush. I don't know why it's like difficult to admit when you're wrong and when you fucked up. I made a decision based off of haste and based off of misinformation, but everybody in the team knew what was going on. Everybody in this team knew what was going on. And
how did everybody in the team know what was going on, but you only reviewed a few clips from one of the parties involved? You're supposed to actually investigate it and see whether this is worth kicking somebody from the tournament. They were just hella biased on his part. He's just trying to save his ass.
nobody told me it was That's whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
After everyone pointing fingers at them and basically explaining why they're all wrong and why in reality Kingsman should not have been kicked from the tournament, you knew the apologies were going to start rolling in. And the main first apology was from the Widow's boyfriend, because he ended up actually putting out a document that he has now since deleted, detailing why he went and sent clips to Bosman, why he was basically aiding and trying to get Kingsman kicked out of the tournament, even though the Widow didn't want him to, and basically completely overstepping his boundaries. To Kingsman, I'm reaching out to apologize and talk about the way things went down. In this case, I went about it in completely the wrong way. I overstepped. Zaza told me to leave it alone in confidence and dumb impulse decisions. Kingsman, I am sorry for sending the clips which caused Basm to kick you from the event. The Google Doc release was one-sided and painted you in an extremely negative light with my bias. I shouldn't have gone out of my way to involve myself in a situation I was not a part of. Zaza, I am sorry for going behind your back to release a Google Doc despite you warning me not to. This has been a massive wake-up call, and if there is any hate to be directed at me.
Bro, that's such a freaking cop-out. Like, his girlfriend probably got mad at him, which is why he's doing all of this, like all the hate that she's going through and everything. Like, he's like, oh, point all the hate at me. Like, I get it, it's a very noble thing to do. Like, he's her boyfriend. I'm pretty sure a lot of boyfriends in this situation would do whatever it takes to make sure the girl is cool, especially if she's being attacked by thousands of people online. But it just, I don't know, in a way, I feel like it just makes the situation worse.
Not Zaza or Kingsman. Now, obviously, Zaza, the actual Widow who was involved, also made an apology, but hers isn't as important as their team captains, that being Cece's, because her original apology basically took no real blame and pushed away all actual accountability that could have been taken in order to come up with a reason for why people should feel bad for her. I'm sorry, I was going off the video and forgot to explicitly call this out. Earlier today, I woke up to 1,000+ noties from the day before, and people had joined my server from Kingsman. I was having a panic attack and I just started experiencing them. So in my freak out, I said Kingsman lacked social skills because he spends this time playing video games inside. I was angry and ended up lashing out at him instead of his community. I deeply regret it, and I apologize for flinging another insult out. This shows I have a terrible character, but I will be working on watching the words I say and getting help with my panic attacks. That response actually ended up getting community noted, with people clarifying that she apparently was bullying Kingsman even after everything had calmed down. So that apology definitely didn't work out well. And this entire situation as a whole didn't work out well for anybody that was involved except for Kingsman, because later when he streamed, even now currently, he has been the face of Marvel Rivals and has been getting raided, donations from a bunch of other streamers, and a bunch of people coming to help him after this entire situation, because he was literally a victim for no real reason other than wanting to try and win. And everybody else that was a part of this creator tourney seemed like they were trying to have it out for him to basically make him lose and paint him in the worst light possible. And so he dropped his video, and now all of a sudden people are doing complete 180s. It's genuinely sad to see. I only hope the best for Kingsman, and as he said in a lot of his videos and a lot of his content he's put about this, do not send hate to anybody that's involved. That does absolutely nothing and helps no one in a situation. If you do want to support somebody or help out Kingsman, then just go drop him a follow on YouTube, Twitch, or wherever, find him so that you can help him out as well. But at the end of the day, that is just how I feel. If you want to tell me how you feel, the best place to do would be the comment section down below. This video is unfortunately over, but if you did enjoy this video, maybe consider giving it a like. If you
Crazy thing is, I'm pretty sure I seen on Twitter earlier, like a clip from one of his streams that even like Marvel Rivals developers were donating to him. He made from donations alone from like his first stream after all of this, pretty much made him the money like that he would have won from that tournament, if not even more. And the fact that they're trying to support him more, and you have all these creators backpedaling because they seen the support he's getting. That's the only reason why they're even backpedaling or trying to apologize in the first place, because they see how much they're like being hated on by everyone. Doesn't mean that they're right. I mean, not saying like we should hate on them, this and that, but like it just shows a lot of hypocrisy, because they were saying he's no life for this and that. They're bullying him. They're saying he has no social skills, yet they're proving that they are the ones that lack social skills. Like, bro, it's hilarious to me. Everybody involved realize how cooked they are. And I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna go away at all. I'm pretty sure we could go probably like a year later, and there will probably still be Zaza jokes whenever somebody picks Widow. I see clips of random people just choosing Black Widow just to see, and you'll see somebody pop up in the chat like Zaza. But even then, some of those people that are playing Black Widow will end up even performing better than she was in that tournament. They'll at least get kills. So I mean, they'll tell them like, "Oh, you're not Zaza, this, and that." Why run a tournament like this if you're not going to be fair to everybody involved? If you're all caught up on the beef, let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Was CC and Zaza right for what they did? I personally think they were wrong. I'm with my boy Kingsman all the way. He's probably going to blow up even more from this whole situation. I got nothing but love and support for him. I hope he's able to pay off his classes, his tuition, and graduate one day. Because at least he's actually doing something better for himself. Even with the streaming stuff, they're all streaming. They all are Marvel Rivals content creators playing for money or streaming for money. This is their livelihood. I just hope there's just nothing but big things for him. I know that I think CC lost some of her sponsorships. Maybe it was Zaza, but I think CC lost some of her sponsorships. And I know that he has a lot coming his way. Like Novely said, he's basically the face of Marvel Rivals right now, especially with this whole event that's going on. I can go on any platform, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and you'll see that this is basically the talk of the town. It's not going away anytime soon. I'm so in love with you.